I'm 81 years old now, but I left home when I was 15 and joined the RAF boys by entrance, which was the hardest thing. In fact, I don't know if you realise in them days you had Borstal, where they used to send all the youngsters of Borstal that got in trouble. Very strict upbringing, but the boys that come from Boston and joined us in a boy entrance, they were called. They said it was much harder, and believe me, it was. I wouldn't go into it because it take ages, but you learned to fire guns. I had a 303 rifle when I was 15-year-old on the middle of a parade ground at 3 o'clock in the morning, training, and you were firing then. Nowadays, you would not be allowed. It'd be child abuse. But that's that part. After that, I got posted down to Bovington. I was with the Americans for a while. From there, I went down to Aberporth, West Wales, which was great. It was they were firing the missiles over over the Cardigan Bay. Unfortunately, they had to move that to Australia because they were testing what they call a blood down, and the Navy was testing the Sea Club. Local headlines was one of the off course came back and killed four cows in a field. So sure, I was there for a while anyway, and then eventually I got posted overseas. I thought I was going to Singapore, but the Kuwait crisis blew up in 1960s, and I was transferred to Aden, which was a hell of a place. But I spent 2 years there. Mostly, I done probably 3 months up country on the Yemen border. We were building a runway for this Prince of Bayan to keep him pro-British. And then I went up I was in Kuwait and I came back, and from there I didn't come home and got posted to what the locals called Butlins, and that was RAF New Haven, and it was with the Air Sea Rescue, and I was with them for a while. I had to do a course, but we'd go to sea, but I was only a reserve crew. I was being a cook, but they're the proper blokes there, and by God, they were all like ex-fishermen, but they were good. We had 2 boats there, they patrolled the channel from Aden across to France and down as far as Morgan, which is another, and from there I got posted to Germany, Holland. I lived in Holland, was working in Germany, and previous to that, whilst in Aden, I did get in an accident. I got injured. They blew up my car, the cookhouse exploded. But that was one of the boys. It was comical in one sense. Every morning we'd go down, you couldn't work after 12 o'clock, it was too hot, even with the floor. So we used to go down early in the morning, and we had petrol, hydro burners, and you'd let them on. And my mate, the Geordie, had left the bloody thing on, dripping from the night before. And I went in and I just threw the match down, and the bloody lot went up. I was covered out like a Styx cartoon, if anyone remember them. The bloke all coming out with air, and I had metal in my leg. But anyway, came back from there, and I went to Germany. I was on the Gardenkirchen, and I worked there for a while, and I was playing football, and bang, done my leg. I was a compound fracture. I was playing goalkeeper, and I ended up in hospital, and back and forward. They took part of my hip out to put my leg, which they did, and ever since then I came out on an MOT. I came out and I didn't know what the hell to do, because I'd been out at 15. It never helped you in them days. The MOT were brother of rubbish. I don't mind telling them, and I told them now, because what had happened, I was in the hospital in Rookwood, and they were taking a metal out of my leg, and the surgeon come in, and he said to me, Keith, he said, who done your leg? Where'd you have your legs done? I said, in Germany. He said, you know what, He said it's the worst he's ever seen it. He said, I've been a surgeon. We had to get different screwdrivers there, a Phillips screw, as though they just plugged the plate in. But anyway, I came out of that and I went to the post office for just 20 years. I was pretty good. Wasn't bad there. You worked all the overtime, no. Previously, I did try the steelworks in the marine, in the Majesty nail factory, too loud. And after that, oh gosh. Then I got out of there and I went eventually to the post office. So I was there for 20 years, which was good on different walks and so on. And then I had 2 heart attacks when I was 47, mild ones. All right, and then of course, they finished me up then. I've been on the sick bed with different things that have come up. And I do get a war pension. But that's about it, I think. Until I got up here, got married, had 3 kids. Marriage, well, that's another story, but I won't go into that.